Have you ever scrolled through social media and felt a pang of envy? You see someone's perfect vacation, their new car, their flawless family photo, and suddenly your own life feels a little less shiny. Or maybe it happens at work. A colleague gets a promotion you wanted, and you can't help but feel like you're falling behind. If this sounds familiar, you're not alone. We've all been caught in the comparison trap. But what if I told you that the single greatest obstacle standing between you and genuine happiness is this very habit? And what if the key to unlocking a truly joyful life is simpler than you think? Let me tell you a story. It's about a man named Roger Bannister. In the early 1950s, the world of athletics was obsessed with a single goal: running a mile in under 4 minutes. For years, experts, doctors, and athletes believed it was physically impossible. They said the human body simply wasn't built for it. The 4-minute mile was a mythical barrier, a wall that couldn't be broken. Runners would get agonizingly close, hitting 4 minutes and 2 seconds, 4 minutes and 1 second, but they could never break through. The psychological weight of this impossibility was immense. Every runner was not just competing against the clock. They were competing against the established limit of human potential. They were all comparing themselves to an ideal that everyone said was unattainable. But Roger Bannister was different. While he was aware of the record, he wasn't paralyzed by it. Instead of focusing on the world's belief that it was impossible, he focused on his own training, his own rhythm, his own breath. He visualized success. He trained his mind as much as his body. On a wet, windy day in May 1954, at a small track in Oxford, England, he did it. He broke the 4-minute mile. The world was stunned, but here's the most fascinating part of the story. Just 46 days later, another runner, John Landy, also broke the 4-minute barrier. And within a year, several more runners had done it too. What changed? The human body didn't suddenly evolve in 46 days. The track conditions didn't magically improve. The only thing that changed was the belief. Once Bannister showed it was possible, the mental block was shattered for everyone else. They stopped comparing themselves to an impossible standard and started believing in their own potential. This story perfectly illustrates the power and the poison of comparison. When we compare ourselves to others, we're often running a race against a phantom. We're chasing someone else's highlight reel, their curated successes, without seeing the sweat, the struggle, and the failures behind the scenes. Social media has put this on hyperdrive. We're constantly bombarded with images of perfection, creating a reality where it feels like everyone else has it all figured out. This is what psychologists call social comparison theory, a concept first proposed by Leon Festinger in the 1950s. He suggested that we have an innate drive to evaluate ourselves, and we often do this by comparing ourselves to others. This isn't always bad. Sometimes, upward comparison, looking at someone better off, can motivate us. But more often than not, especially in the age of Instagram, it leads to feelings of inadequacy, envy, and what's now being called social media depression. Research from Stanford University found that people consistently underestimate how much their peers are struggling with negative emotions, while overestimating their happiness. Why? Because we see their curated public face, not their private reality. You see the smiling vacation photo, but you don't see the argument they had just before taking it. You see the job promotion announcement, but you don't see the years of late nights and sacrifices that went into it. We are comparing our behind-the-scenes footage to everyone else's highlight reel. It's a game we can never win. Think of it like this. Life is not a single linear race where everyone is running on the same track toward the same finish line. Life is more like a massive open-world video game. Each of us has a unique character with different starting points, different skills, and different quests. Someone else's quest might be to build a corporate empire. Your quest might be to raise a loving family, create art, or travel the world. If you spend your time looking at their screen, wondering why they have a different sword or a fancier castle. You're not playing your own game. You're just a spectator in theirs. And you will miss all the amazing things happening on your own screen, in your own unique adventure. The Roman philosopher Seneca said, "A man is as unhappy as he has convinced himself he is." Comparison is the most effective tool we have for convincing ourselves that we are unhappy. It steals our joy, robs us of our gratitude, and blinds us to our own progress. So, how do we break free? How do we stop playing the comparison game and start living our own lives? The first step is awareness. Simply notice when you're doing it. When you find yourself scrolling and feeling that familiar pang of envy, just pause. Acknowledge the feeling without judgment. Say to yourself, there's that comparison trap again. This simple act of mindfulness creates a space between the trigger and your reaction. The second and most powerful step is to practice gratitude. It sounds simple, almost cliché, but its effects are profound. Gratitude is the direct antidote to comparison. When you are truly grateful for what you have, the desire for what someone else has diminishes. Instead of focusing on your neighbor's new car, focus on the fact that your own car gets you safely from point A to point B. Instead of envying someone's exotic vacation, be grateful for a quiet weekend at home with loved ones. Keep a gratitude journal. Every day, write down 3 things you're thankful for, no matter how small. A sunny day, a good cup of coffee, a smile from a stranger. This practice physically rewires your brain. Neurological studies have shown that gratitude activates the prefrontal cortex and releases dopamine and serotonin, the feel-good chemicals in our brains. It shifts your focus from what's lacking to what's abundant. Third, and this is crucial, compare yourself to who you were yesterday, not to who someone else is today. This is the only comparison that matters. Are you a little bit better, a little kinder, a little wiser than you were last week? Have you learned something new? Have you taken one small step towards your own goals? This is where true growth lies. Track your own progress. Celebrate your own wins, no matter how small. If you're trying to get fit, don't compare your body to a fitness model on Instagram. Compare this week's workout to last week's. Did you run a little farther? Lift a little heavier? That's a victory. Celebrate it. This creates a positive feedback loop that builds momentum and self-confidence. Finally, curate your environment. Unfollow social media accounts that consistently make you feel bad about yourself. It's not about being negative. It's about protecting your peace. Your mental space is valuable real estate. Don't let just anyone build on it. Instead, fill your feed and your life with people and content that inspire you, uplift you, and encourage you to be a better version of yourself, not a copy of someone else. Remember the story of Roger Bannister. The moment he stopped focusing on the world's limitations and focused on his own potential, he achieved the impossible. And in doing so, he showed everyone else what was possible for them. Your life is your race, your track, your story. The finish line is your own personal fulfillment, not someone else's definition of success. Embrace your own journey. Run your own race. Water your own grass. And I promise you, it will be just as green. The ultimate secret to a happy life isn't getting what others have. It's loving what you have and building on it every single day. Stop comparing, start living. Thanks so much for watching. If this message resonated with you, please hit that like button and subscribe for more content to help you live a happier, more fulfilling life. Drop a comment below and share one thing you're grateful for today. Let's start a wave of positivity right here. See you in the next video.